game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blue Devils will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Illinois' offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They're working that left side. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Duke. First points of the day are on the board.
This this coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hold and finds his man on the left. He's running free down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Illinois! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make him execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The throw. Got the back over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Finds his man. It's Sanders. It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. It's reverse. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is where the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Blue Devils are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to throw it. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Here comes the heat. It's caught. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Alabama handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Mobile, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. In the 2nd half on the ground. Oh, a lot of space. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The offense changing the play. They'll run the toss. Plows through the defense. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up again.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Anthony. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Black 14. Black 14.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the...
Turning on the Jets. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Just a short pass to the tight end. Wide open spaces. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
One more period to to make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He's going up top. Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Reads it, fires complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quick release on the RPO. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse,
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Blue Devils are on the move. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Blue Devils will move the sticks. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick handoff. Turning it on. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little